Okay, for introduction, I am going to introduce about plumbing system, drainage system, and sanitary system. Okay, for plumbing system is a common system that we use in our daily life. This system is important to make our life more convenient. Not only that, but the plumbing allows us to keep clean and dirty water separate for our health, cleanliness, and happiness. Plumbing system is a system that contains working pipe and pipe fitting, as well as pipe and drainage system constructed in building to distribute potable water and remove aquatic contaminant. Okay, we move to drainage system. Okay, drainage system is the entire pipe system for personal or public asset that transport sewage, rainfall and other liquid waste to the treatment plant. Drainage is the process of draining water surface or underground water in particular area. Drainage system treat wastewater as quickly as possible to shut off sewage and septic tank gas in residential areas. It is used at home to remove excess water. Okay, there is various types of residential drainage system such as surface, water drainage system, underground drainage system, sloping drainage system, sewage outlet and gutter system. Okay, for surface drainage system, for surface drainage full function, it must be excavated in a groove parallel pattern. For subsurface drainage system, the main concept behind the gutter is that they are installed below the top layer of soil. Thus, at the level of the root, excess water is removed from the accumulated soil. Okay, for slope drainage system, drain on the slope allow water to flow out of the structure in a natural process with the help of pipe down the slope to remove any excess water that may seep into building and garden. Okay, for downspout and gutter system, downspout is a pipe that connects to drainage system in a building or house to carry water from the roof to the ground. Okay, we move to the last system, which is sanitary system. Sanitary plumbing include any work that involve the repair or replacement of pipe, sanitary appliances or appliances.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hidayat Ashraf bin Kamrajan. My matric number CN190171. So I will present about objective. So in this project is providing us with a better understanding of the subject by allowing us to do research in a specific area to achieve the following goal. So firstly is to comprehend the various types of system drainage and pumping. Second, to recognize about the pumping pump in a house. Third is to identifying and resolving frequent drainage and pumping system issue. And lastly is to keep the system in good working order for an extended period of time. Next, we're gonna start with our scope project. So this project scope research is at the residential area of Kampung Bambangan in Papa, Sabah, which is a private house. The resident of Papa is getting their water source of water from the Papa River. The purpose of this research project is to look into the type of drainage system that has been used and how frequent problem with the system have occurred, causing problem for the house occupant. Any system related problem can be avoided and resolved as long as regular maintenance is performed and correct solution to problem are implemented before they become worse in the future. As an occupant, we should take a wise step so that this problem does not linger for too long.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Asrafiq bin Iqbal Khan. My metric number is CN190188 and I will be presenting the literature review. For our building background, we are using my house as the scope of study. The house is a private house which is located at house number 5, Jalan Pelasan 3 Pantai Manis, Kampung Bambangan 89600 Papar, Sabah. The house was constructed on October of 2009 and completed on February 2010. The house has undergone 2 renovations, which the first one took place on March 2013, and the second renovation was done on December 2019. The first renovation was mainly to change the position of the original rooms into living rooms. The second renovation was to add another space for the living room and the parking space. Next, for the types of sanitary system, the first type is a single stack system. Only one vertical dirt pipe is used in this arrangement. All of the sanitary and soil appliances waste are dumped into the same pipe. The single stack pipe is directly connected to the traps of water closets, sink basins, and other fixtures. Because the stack is large enough to eliminate pressure fluctuations, no ventilation pipe is required. The second type is one pipe system. Only one main pipe is used in this system, which gathers both filthy soil waste and trash from the structure. The manhole or drain is directly connected to the main pipe. The use of waste pipes and gully traps is no longer required. Water closets, basins, sinks, and other traps are all completely ventilated and connected to ventilation pipes. The third type is two-pipe system. In previous drainage systems, wastewater and soil water were piped separately to the subsurface system. The toilet waste is pumped into a vertical soil pipe that runs outside the house and is hooked to one of the walls. These have a big diameter and promote ventilation by reaching above the roof. Wastewater, on the other hand, is transported away from the house through a much thinner vertical pipe. Next, for the types of drainage system. The first type is separate drainage system. Wastewater and stormwater are always kept separate in the system. Two sets of sewers are installed, one for sanitary sewage collection and conveyance and the other for stormwater collection and conveyance. The wastewater treatment plant will not be overloaded during wet weather if a separate system is implemented. Local governments prefer it since the installation and operating costs are lower. The second type is combined drainage system. Some or all of the stormwater is channeled into the wastewater drainage system. Surface water as well as bad water will be dumped into the sewerage treatment facility. It may be possible to extract some foul water at various places in the drainage network to avoid overloading the treatment facility. If the surface water is less thick than the dirty water and flows to the top of the drain, this can be accomplished. Surface water can be diverted into a stormwater channel or drained using a separating device. Next, for the plumbing fittings. Pipe fittings are a piping component that aids in the installation of piping. Elbows and tees changes the direction of the flow. Reducers and reducing tees change the size of the pipe. Different components like couplings are used to connect and stop flows, whereas caps are used to stop the flow. Pipe fittings come in a variety of shapes and sizes. The figure provided are some of the examples of fittings that is used nowadays. Next, for the sanitary fittings. In a structure, many types of sanitary fittings are necessary to accomplish various functions. These fittings are also built and fashioned in such a way that they have a non-absorbent surface that is easy to clean. In plumbing systems, numerous types of pipe fittings are available for various purposes and functions. Next, for the example of layout plan drawing. So this is an example of a house plumbing model, and this is an example of a drainage system drawing.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Fahmi bin Ahmad Fauzi. Now present about methodology for our case study, which consists of problems with drainage system and problems with sanitary system. Problems with drainage system consist of 2 points, which is home area with no drains and separation of gutter joints. For home area with no drains, because of the absence of drains, rain will fall directly onto the cement, and as time passes, cement will start to crack and becomes damaged more and more. While for separation of gutter joints, the main purpose of a gutter is to deflect water away from the foundation of the structure. Clogged gutters and downspouts erode soil and produce moisture problems such as peeling paint and decaying siding, fascia and soffits, resulting in exterior damage. When gutters are obstructed, all deteriorating or improperly installed, they can pull and detach from the roof board. And when aqueduct joints separate, water can leak into the region, causing damage to the walls, sides, gutters, fascia, roofing material, and even the foundation could be harmed as a result of this problem. For problems of sanitary system, it consists of undersized and slow drains and also no sink traps. For undersized and slow drains, an undersized drain might produce a clogged drain. When the drain hole in the bathroom becomes too small, the water fills up and stagnates during bathroom activities like showering. And because of the small drain, the pressure is low and the water from the bathroom will become slow. Next, and lastly, no sink traps. As there is no sink trap, the wastewater from the sink will continue to flow into the sewer. This causes unfiltered wastewater such as food waste, hair and small debris to flow unfiltered and untrapped before entering the sewer system. Thus, it will cause the sink and sewer system become easily clogged. That's all from me, thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi to my lecturer. I'm Muhammad Kumari Jamal, my metric number CN190235. I present about recommendation and solution. Firstly, I will talk about the drainage system, gutter joint. Usually in Malaysia, people using plastic gutter. As we know, this plastic will be bad if we use it for a long term, and the gasket will be bad if there's no replace with the new one. There's some ways to replace an old gasket to a new one. First, clean the gutter and joints area. Second, remove the gasket by peeling it away. Third, make sure there's no dirt if you want to replace the gutter with the gasket with a new one. Fixing this problem can prevent a variety of damage. The next part about the drainage system, I will talk about there's no drain down pipe, there's no drain in the house. So the rainfall will stagnant at the roof. The solution is install rain dispersal system. The system will divide the falling of water in the right ways. It can prevent erosion beneath under the roof or at the top of roof. Secondly, I will present about the sanitary system. For the first one, the drain is under the size. The ways to overcome this matter is regularly cleaning the drains, and people must have common sense what can or cannot be flushed or disposed. So next I will talk about the house do not have a sink trap. It can be worse for people life because the gases under the sink was horrible. We suggest to put ice trap to avoid some bad things happen. It can prevent sewerage gas from entering the home through the drain. The good advantage of using this is the cost is low and affordable, and the ice trap is easy to handle. Go to the conclusion part. So we conclude that the house of any building water drainage and plumbing system is critical to making our life easier in the modern era. Unfortunately, even if every precaution had been taken, any error or problem with this system will always occur. All buildings have their own unique design of this system based on their own set and standard. So it will be different for each building type of system and malfunction. Regularly maintenance of this system is required as a preventive measure because prevention is better than cure, so that the issue can resolve quickly and without causing damage to other components. Always seek the advice of a more professional person in charge. That's all from me and my group members. Thank you.